In a potential NBA D-League first-round playoff matchup, the Maine Red Claws allowed 63 points on 56% shooting in the first half against the Canton Charge, the Cleveland Cavaliers D-League affiliate, eventually falling by a final of 110-99. On assignment from the Boston Celtics, point guard Demetrius Jackson and forward Jordan Mickey combined for 36 points against a Charge team that now sports the D-League's fifth-best record and has won 9 out of its last 10 games played. With Boston Celtics analyst, announcer, and former player Brian Scalabrine in attendance, a halftime show featuring a trampoline and Lucky and the Celtics mascots, as well as a dancing bear on the sidelines, there was a bit of extra air of energy in the arena. Guerschon Yabusele, the Celtics' 16th overall pick from the 2016 draft, was in attendance sporting all black Celtics gear. With a courtside view, it is a likelihood that Yabusele takes the court before the Red Claws' regular season ends, as the team has just 4 regular season games remaining before the playoffs begin, a near certainty given that the next closest team is Delaware, who is 3.5 games back. According to head coach Scott Morrison, it is only the matter of getting Yabusele's visa straight that is holding up the French import from making an impact in Maine. Morrison explained the process, a confusing one for anyone who has not had to go through such an ordeal.
But when I had a visa, I had to basically just drive to New Brunswick and come back. They call it to circle the pole, but I think his is a little different. He has to get approved still. He has a meeting. I never had any meetings. So we should know on Monday whether he's good to go. We're hoping he will be.
After being down by as many as 28 points, the Red Claws found themselves with a chance to make the final 2 minutes interesting after orchestrating a 27-11 fourth quarter run. With 2 minutes remaining, the Red Claws' Jackson found himself with a wide-open three-point attempt from the corner. Jackson, who is 4 of 11 from the field today, was off with his attempt. The opportunity to trim the lead to 5 points was gone, and the final straw in the Red Claws' comeback was snapped. With 4 games remaining on the schedule and a certainty that the Atlantic Division is in Maine's hand, the Red Claws will either host the Charge or the Fort Wayne Mad Ants in the first round of the D-League playoffs. In the D-League, the first round of the playoffs, the higher seed plays on the road in the first game, with the next possible 2 games being held at the higher seed's home court, a best-of-3 series that cuts down on travel between cities. Despite missing newly signed Larry Sanders, who signed with the Cavs 10 days ago and was recalled by Cleveland today, the Charge were highly explosive on both ends of the floor. Kay Felder, the 54th overall pick, who has played 38 games as a backup point guard in Cleveland, showed why the Cavs selected the 5'8 guard in the first place. Felder's 26 points included 2 completed alley-oops and some mean mugging towards the Red Claws bench on a number of occasions. The D-League's leading scorer at 30.3 points per game, Felder also collected 9 assists and was a game-high plus 25. His point total came on 33 shot attempts, a record for a Red Claws opponent, and as Morrison alluded to, not the sole reason why Maine lost tonight.
We weren't letting him shoot. He was getting them up on his own. We talked about him a fair bit this week. He's a very good player, obviously. He's averaging 30 points a game. And I didn't think his scoring was the end of us today. I thought our transition defense was the reason that we lost the game. But Felder also hurt us passing the ball. He had 9 assists. And, we got to be able to contest his shots without taking 3 guys to do it.
That dunk at the end, you have issue with that?
I didn't see it. So I can't really comment on it. It's old Brad Stevens trick for you.
The explosive point guard also had an unnecessary dunk during the final seconds. With the game conceded to be over by both parties, Felder found himself with the ball underneath the Red Claws hoop and Mickey underneath it. Against the code of the NBA and basketball in general, Felder slammed the ball through the basket, much to the ire of the much larger Mickey. Mickey touched upon that, as well as some of the ups and downs the Red Claws had in their defeat tonight.
We definitely competed at the end. Like I said, we could have came out a lot better. We had a slow start. But like I said, it's always a good sign to see fight. We fought from, I think it was 22 down, started with 4. We cut it to like 8, so it's always a great sign. We just got to learn to start better and come out as we need to at the beginning of the games.
What was that dunk at the end that fell there? Do you take issue with that?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's disrespectful. It's the end of the game. Guys don't do that. Professionals don't do that. You wouldn't see nobody from the Celtics do that or from the Cavaliers do something like that at the end of the game. So to each his own. That's I wouldn't say something. It's something most professionals wouldn't do. It's not sportsmanlike.
And you guys might see each other in the playoffs. You're gonna keep that in the back of your mind, maybe next time you play each other.
Oh, for sure. I definitely. I don't let things. I remember things like that. And, I'm just come out the next game with even more fire.
Mickey paced Maine with 20 points, 11 boards, 2 blocks, and 3 steals. In addition to Jackson's 16 points, Abdul Nader finished with 14 and 8, and guard Karan Williams was a spark off the bench with 18 points, including 4 threes. Scalabrine served as the honorary captain for the Red Claws tonight, and sat in on the Red Claws broadcast for a quarter, lending his microphone skills in the process. Scalabrine, who never received the opportunity to lace up his sneakers in the D-League, was complimentary of what the D-League can offer for already established NBA players, in addition to players hoping to make it.
The NBA schedule, people have to understand, it's not a lot of practice to get better. So anytime there's opportunity to play 5-on-5 against another high-level competition, tonight you got a chance to see Kate Felder as an NBA guard. So it's, I'm a big believer in supporting this, because it's, even if the Celtics grab 1 or 2 guys from this system over the course of 5 years, it's a huge advantage.
Red Claws stay home for a Sunday 1 p.m. affair against Reno before finishing the regular season with 3 games on the road. Playoff dates have yet to be determined. However, in what should be an anticipated and heated matchup, the opponent appears destined to be the Canton Charge. For CLNS Radio, I'm Corey Prescott.